Hello, spiritual warriors. It's Erika Schreck, and I'm here with your October 2022 message as we move along through this year of 2022 in the spiritual warrior tribe. And as many of you know, if you are here, you are most likely here because you want more meaning in your life. You are looking forward to and eager to use spiritual practices that can best support you. And again, just bringing more mindfulness and just awareness to your life in general. And throughout 2022, I've been bringing in a theme of showing up and keep showing up. And what are those things that we want to keep showing up for? Each month has taken us to a different place with that, a different aspect and facet. And in this month of October, a time when we have seasonal changes, a time when the veil truly is thinning, and I'll talk a little bit more about that, we're in this invitation to perhaps connect with, to feel the love of our deceased beloved. So this month's theme, as it was given to me, is bringing in this idea of showing up for our beloved deceased. What does that mean? So as you always have choice, sometimes, again, when we have loss, when people or beloved animals die, or we even have a home that we really miss, it's really interesting to take the perspective that that thing, that person, that animal, that being, the essence might be gone physically and it changes form. So what that can look like, what that can be for you and for us, is that you can still connect with, for example, a beloved deceased. And so really what that's about is just taking some time and in your own trusted way that you can connect, that you can honor, remember, and praise. And I talk a lot about that sequence and that approach in my grief work. And as I really work with people to heal grief, those connections are what we decide they are. And this is not about connecting with every single being who might have left our lives physically, because sometimes that's complete, right? I'm talking about the people and animals and even nature beings who are no longer with us physically and we still want to connect. So I encourage you this month to ask yourself, how can I show up for and with this being? And I want to offer you something. When I was helping with and even leading parts of my friend Pam's funeral, her service, her celebration of life this past summer, something that I shared with the people there and something that I've learned in these last several years and that I really love is that in a lot of traditions, we as living beings on the planet, human and or animal, we die twice. The first is when our physical body expires, when we no longer physically can function and be here. The second time is when the last person says our name. So just think about that, how you can keep alive the spirit, the essence, the gifts, what you remember most and loved most about those you love and have loved. So with that in mind, for me, for example, when I'm honoring deceased loved ones and we're, coming up on different traditions, and maybe you have your own, but there is Dia de los Muertos and there are holidays that are coming. I mean, we're here, we're in it. And I just invite you to really start thinking about how can you honor these lovely beings even more. And what I was about to share is I like to just simply light a candle and just remember, that particular person and or animal. My father's birthday is this month and he hasn't been on the planet for a very long time. He died when he was 48. So this year, he would have been in his 70s. And so I still just, in these many years without him, I might drink a beer, or I might, just look at a picture of him and light a candle next to that photo, right? There's all these different ways. But again, when we take this idea of honor, remember, and praise the being that we miss so much, and we just have a toast, to that being, doing something that feels really good to you. If you make a donation in that being's name, you take a walk in nature and just ask to connect. Whatever is right for you is right. So think about how you might want to connect with. It's kind of like, I like to say, it's like having a date, even if it's not romantic, with this person or animal or nature being whom you really miss. And just being there, enjoying it, talking to that being, maybe even writing something, and it all counts. So we are going to explore this a little bit more and in a deeper way for this month's Deliberately Calm, which is on October 16th. So think about participating then and or listening later, and just know that I so enjoy supporting you. So I bless you on this journey of considering connecting with your beloved deceased this month. And until next time, be well.